Hello, Mbula, Nwaya, and welcome. This is Maper coming to you live here from the comfort of my home. It is Saturday, Growth Saturday for us here, and I hope that you are enjoying your weekend, that you are doing great, spending time with family, enjoying weekends. Um, as for me, um, you know, tonight, if you're watching me for the first time, I'm originally from Fiji, registered nurse, still working full time, and this Go Live is part of my digital business, but also an inspiration to um, you as well. So welcome here, and I hope that what I have to share with you today will inspire you, encourage you in your growth journey. So tonight I want to talk about, something powerful, something many people, overlook because it doesn't make noise. It doesn't, get an applause, and it doesn't always look exciting. Those are the quiet moments. So why I choose to have Saturday as Growth Saturday, because after having to go through a week, Monday to Friday, if you're doing if you work Mondays to Fridays, and of course Saturdays, like it's a weekend chores, but also growth, because then you take time um, to reflect and work on. As for me, that is how I look at it. And so it has helped me since I started this digital business journey. So growth that happens, it's usually quiet growth, is like growth that happens behind the scenes. So growth that doesn't show up right away, those are the times. But growth that leads to big results, big breakthroughs, and even bigger blessings. So let me just tell you a little bit about my journey. um, Most people only see the results, the wins, the celebrations, the milestones. What they don't see are the quiet moments. And when I started this business, I was doing night shift, and those late nights after a shift, the early mornings when the house is still, um, also the time spent, praying for clarity and discipline to choose growth even when it's hard, and also the vision that I hold tightly even when no one understands, even when no one understands it yet. So, like I said, personal growth doesn't happen overnight. And that is what I have learned and built. It's built through discipline, it's built through prayer and grace as well. Um, so here's the thing. Here's a question. Here's a question that I want to put out there. Do you know when your biggest growth actually happens? Do you know when your biggest growth actually happens? Um, it's usually not during the excitement, not even during the celebrations. It happens in the quiet, in moments people don't see. Those are the times that growth happens, and in the choices that you make when nobody's clapping. That's where God really shapes your character. In the times of waiting, in the season of waiting, even delays, it really prepares your spirit and equips you for the blessings that you're praying for. And so I like to say that quiet seasons, they aren't empty, but they're just preparation. These quiet moments are just a time of preparation. And usually God allows that to happen so that we can grow through those moments of waiting. And so I like uh, to share that in this digital business, I learned something beautiful. The more you learn, it's like the more you earn, and not just in income, but really in impact. Because every training, every mastermind, every mentorship call, even when results don't show yet, um, it's just building skills, just being confident, building that confidence, clarity, and purpose. And really, when I started this business, I wasn't sure, how I was going to build it. But then I have learned and grown. And people think success is loud, but the truth is, um, success is built in silence. Long before it shows up in public. So here's an example. Some of my biggest breakthroughs came when I was quietly learning at night, even after a night shift, after having to take a nap, um, between that and the preparing to leave for another night shift. And while everyone is asleep, um, that vision boarding between chores or reflecting during prayer time. And those were the moments that truly I was growing, in the sense that I was learning, but also building that foundation to grow in the business. So God sees, this is an encouragement, God sees the seeds you plant in private. And so maybe maybe someone watching tonight is in a quiet season. Maybe you're in that waiting season, or there's some delay, in your journey. And um, tonight is, the uh, that quiet season, is during that learning season, or still building, or trying to stay faithful. Let me encourage you. Don't rush the process. I remembered when I first started the business, we were told, do not skip any steps. Follow the steps, step by step. That is why there is a reason to go from one step to the next. And also one big thing is, don't compare your timeline, because um, in this journey, I have learned that, and we were always reminded, like, don't compare yourself to those that have started before you, those that are doing so well. They also went through their quiet moments. They also went through their challenging moments. They also went through trials. And so it took them from where they were to where they are right now. And that's what I mean by the things that we don't see, the things that you don't see. And so don't underestimate the value of preparation, because it takes preparation, it takes patience to start something that needs a great foundation. Not only that, but you need to understand and you need to know your business inside out. And so big results truly come from tiny, consistent steps. And I like to say this over and over again, that small steps really lead you to bigger breakthroughs and takes you closer to your goals and the vision that you have set for yourself. And so your roots are growing deeper, even if your fruit hasn't shown yet. And when the harvest comes, it comes overflowing. And I mean by that, um, overflowing is like, it's you become unstoppable. The sky is the limit. And that is what I am seeing in the ones that have started 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years ago. It is, their growth is just, the blessings are just coming and overflowing. And the great thing is I see them giving back to the community, and that is, it is humbling to see that they are because it is a business that helps people. They're constantly giving back, and so um, I want to share this, that God honors discipline, and He honors preparation. He honors the how shall I say it? He honors the seeds no one sees you planting. So stay committed, stay teachable, stay faithful. You are growing not just in skill or business, but in wisdom, strength, and grace. And so, if tonight's message spoke to you, if you're meant for more, maybe, or you're quietly praying for a plan B that aligns with your values, reach out. This is your sign that your quiet growth season still has purpose. There is still purpose. Keep, staying faithful, and believe in yourself that yes, you can take this bold step. You can make, if you can, nothing changes if you don't change. I like to say that again, nothing changes if you don't take that step to change. And so here's an affirmation to end my Go Live today. I am growing through every challenge with faith and wisdom. I am growing through every challenge with faith and wisdom. So you can put that down for yourself and encourage yourself every day that yes, you are growing no matter how hard things are, no matter how difficult or challenging situations may be. But assure yourself and say that affirmation that you are growing through every challenge with faith and wisdom. And also, your quiet season is preparing you for loud blessings. So keep going, keep showing up, keep the faith, and believe that yes, you can do it too. So that ends our Go Live for today, our Growth Go Live. I thank you for being here, for listening, and share this with someone that you know needs to hear this, because it is something that it is meant to be shared to anyone who is looking for a way to change the situation. And so I hope that you are blessed with what I have shared. And I pray that you'll have a blessed rest of your evening, day, whatever time zone you're watching me from. Vinaka, Poyexia, and God bless.